Welcome back to a new video. My name is Leslie. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. It means so much to me when you girls subscribe to my channel. If you're not new, hey bestie, welcome back. Buenos dias, good morning. Today is a Monday, May 15th, I think. May 15th. I feel like May has just been flying by, guys. Like, don't you agree? Like, I feel like it's just flying by. And at the end of May, my bestie's anniversary, so it is her wedding anniversary. She's ready to like gift her. I want to surprise her with some little gift. Collecting all my stuff here, and look at these super cute bags I found at, I think I found these at Ross. They're Betsy Johnson, and it was like a 3-pack for only $2, and I really love this. It's such a pretty color. It's like a dusty blue, and yeah, I love it. So I will show you girls everything that I've bought for her. So making another goodie bag for my sister. I'll have to show you girls hers because my sister's anniversary is in July. Since I'm shipping her present all the way to the UK, I need to send it by like mid-June so she gets it in time. On today's to-do list, girl, I have cleaning the floors, cleaning the mop, and washing my bed sheets. And then also I want to make an appointment for Malachi for his dentist because I want to get him all set up to see if he's going to be able to start school in August. So I want to get all his appointments in order, like going to the dentist, getting his checkup. I need to schedule that, his 4-year checkup. My baby's going to get shot. But anyways, today I had such a bomb leg day, girl. I woke up and I went to the gym. I had a killer workout. We are home and I started on my chores already. I took off all the blankets in the room. I'm gonna try to also drink 2 of these today. So let's go ahead and make breakfast, get started on everything that I want to do today. So let's go. I want some spinach in my sandwich, and also some white turkey and some pepper jack. take off my chongo because my head was hurting, girl. Like, look how I have my curtain because it is so hot. Like, it's literally so hot. I feel like the house is struggling to stay cool. So I'm closing all the windows right now. But I was just soaking my hair in rosemary water. My friend Ellie, like, she's been doing the rosemary water, and my little sister has also been trying to do the rosemary water. So I was like, let me hop on that train since I'm all about taking care of my hair as well. And I just watched the video from Ozlia here on YouTube of her like hair care video, and I really liked it. Inspired me to just start taking better care of my hair. And let me show you girls what I just purchased from Shein. This little like oil to put your oil, and I'm almost have to make more hair oil, so maybe I can do that with you guys, show you guys what I just had to take that off because I started getting a massive headache and it was not going away. I already took Tylenol y todo and no se me quitaba. So I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and soak my hair with this rosemary stuff, and then I'm gonna brush out my hair. Forgot that I wanted to film, and we just finished eating Panda Express. They had this new thing at Panda Express called sizzling shrimp, and seriously, it was so good. Like, I didn't expect it to be that good. It was so spicy and flavorful. It had so many veggies, and I really liked it. And now we are outside a vitamin shop. We're gonna just like look for some things that Philip's been wanting for like sinus, and I've been just wanting like single oxy shreds so I can taste different flavors. And honestly, I think I'm gonna get myself a protein cookie because yeah, I want one. Hopefully I can find those. But we are just outside right now of the vitamin shop. All guys looking out the window. Say hi, guys.
Hi guys.
I'm Malachi. Show, where's your red hat? Show us your red hat.
Okay.
Where's your red hat? Eddie got your hat. Show us. Whoa, handsome. Say hey guys, look how handsome.
Hi guys. It's me. Mickey Mouse hat.
Ooh.
Malachi's Mickey Mouse hat.
We love that Mickey Mouse hat. Let me see. Let me see it. Sit down so I can see it. It's a vitamin shop, and I'm just gonna be looking around. Look how cool. Hydration packets. Let's see if they have the cookies, but they don't. The one cookie I wanted, they're all out. I got this one that's kind of good. Sea salt, chocolate chip. I'm gonna keep looking around. See if I see anything else that I like. Yeah. Oh, they do have the cookies. These cookies. The best cookies. This one.
Hey.
I bet this tastes bomb. Hey, I was gonna ask you, do you want this? You found it? Do you want one for you? I'm gonna get one for me. I want one for you. Oh look, they have the Zoa right here. Wild orange, white peach. I don't see. I want to try this brand. This one is really good. The white peach. I want to try tropical punch. That one looks pretty. What is it? Buy one get one 50% off. Do they have any good ones? Ugh. That sucks. This one's kind of good. It's blue raspberry. Let's do that. I think these two are different, right? Or no, they're the same. Breezeberry. Yeah, breezeberry. Yeah. So we just got home. We bought these two Alani new drinks. Philip doesn't want to finish the berry pop. He also loves that flavor. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of these into the fridge. Wash these. Girls, so next part of the video is for my book lover girls, for my girls that love book reviews and just kind of like knowing what I'm reading and things like that. So if you're not into books, thank you so much for watching. Kiss kiss. I'll see you guys in my next video. But if you are a book girl, stay tuned. I'm gonna start with the book I just finished. Now that it's fresh on my mind. Wait, let's drink some water. Girl, I've been running around. I feel like I've been raving about this book for like the last month and a half, 2 months that I've been reading it. Part of my Get Fit for Summer challenge to read self-help books that are gonna kind of help with my mindset and things like that, that are gonna like improve my way of life. And this book had been in my TBR for a while. I had been wanting to pick this book up, but I was like, because I feel like some self-help books can be on the boring side just because it feels like you're in school. And it kind of makes it hard to like get through, but this one was such a fascinating read to me. Really enjoyed Elizabeth Gilbert's storytelling. She's also the author of Eat, Pray, Love. But this book, you guys, was so good for my soul, my creative side. I feel like it was a very motivating book. It brought creativity to life in a way that I've never heard anyone talk about. Just seeing it as a blessing to be creative, and the fact that we are all creative because we are all connected from the same being, I thought was very beautiful, because I for one believe that as well. You know, we are all made from the image of God, so he is the most creative artist of any type of creation. His whole creation is just so beautiful, and we are a part of him, so we are also creators in that sense. Allowing yourself to share your creativity in a more free, light way without jeopardizing who you are. This book is about that, about giving you that push of like, yes, it's scary putting yourself out there. I feel like a lot of people always tell me that, like, oh, you do YouTube, but low-key I'm an introvert and I'm kind of shy meeting new people, and it takes me a long time to like really open up to people and become like on that deep friendship level. I feel like I've always struggled with that, but putting myself on camera and connecting with viewers that like, it's like I don't know who's watching me, but I know people are watching and they vibe with what I'm saying, that they reach out. So I feel like it helps me build my own connection. But putting myself out there, like, I know it's scary, but I'm still gonna do it because I love to do it. I love to do, you know, to share videos with you girls. I love to make videos. I love to talk about products. I love to talk about books. Like, I just love talking and connecting with people, so in my own way. And I feel like for a long time I like suppressed that of myself. Oh, it's YouTube, it's being a content creator, like it was a little like weird, and it's like it's not your average career that a person just like does, you know. And it's like at the same time, it's like I know that that's what I'm meant to do. I know that that's what I love to do, so why am I suppressing that? If you allow yourself to keep suppressing your creativity, the kind of life that you're going to live, it's going to be very
boring. It's gonna be very resentful.
You know, have you ever heard of those people that just like hate the world? They're like old miserable haters that just like hate life, and they like have a thing to say about everything and everyone. more than likely it's because they just like never lived up to their own potential, and they hate to see anybody else living with any type of happiness. And like this book kind of like tells you that, like, if you are so afraid to live the life that you really want to live and to like share the things that you want to share because you're afraid of criticism, you're afraid of judgment, you're afraid to be perceived by other people, like you're gonna always live a very small life. And it's like lying to yourself is
like, is that what you really want, or is it something else?
like, what would happen if you were to go with that other thing, like, you know? And I feel like that's what this book kind of taught me. And then also I like that it was also connecting to people that don't believe that they're creative, that don't believe that they're artsy and stuff like that. Because again, back to my first point where I'm like, we are all made in the image of God. We are all creators because we were created to create. I do believe that every single person is creative and an artist in their own way. And it's like, there's so much beauty in this world. It's like, not everyone's going to create the same way. And it's like, some of us have visions for other things. Like, you know, kind of like when you see like DJs, songwriters, song performers, like there's so many things that go into just showing that type of art. But so many different types of art are in it to create the last masterpiece, if you understand what I'm saying. Like she was saying how like a person that is doing a play, if we are there to just observe the play, we're only going to see the actors and their performance, but we're not thinking of the person, the creative person that directed the whole play. We're not thinking of the creative person that designed the background, you know, that designed the displays of everything. We're not thinking of the creative person that created that dialogue. Everything that you see in this world was created by someone else's vision. And it's like that vision is unique to that person. And it's like sometimes we create things and we're like so hard on ourselves. And I can say this from experience. Like sometimes, like let's say I create like a reels, right? Or like a little short form video that it's like you're creating something, you're having fun, you're sharing your creativity. And it's like you take forever to post it.
AKA me, I take forever to post it because I'm just like being so judgmental.
Being so hard on myself, like, is this a good enough video? Is this what I want to share? Like, am I missing? It could be better. I could have gotten this angle and this and that. And I stop myself. And then eventually when I do, it's like, even if it is messed up or like in your head, like, oh, I could have done it like this, or oh, I could have done that angle. Like, no one knows. No one knows that your content isn't up to your level that you had in your mind, because no one sees your vision. You know what I'm saying? It might be messed up to you, but to someone else, it's just a video that you put out. Like, they have no idea of all the imperfections that are keeping you from even sharing it. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't understand the final picture. They don't have that final picture. It made me really think about that. Like, that is so true. Like, why am I so hard on myself sometimes on certain content when it's like, it's deep to me, but it's not that deep to others? Like, it's just a form of like, oh wow, like, you know, entertainment or whatever. So I really liked that aspect, that she was kind of like pointing out to that every single person is creative. And sometimes it's like, well, I don't know what I like, or I don't know what I'm good at. Like, we all have little inklings. Like, we all have like that little idea or that thought that kind of like, well, maybe you can try this, or maybe you can try that and just see what happens. And it's like sometimes like suppressing that first thought, what holds a person back from even touching creativity, from even allowing themselves to be in that playful, fun energy, because they suppress it immediately. Like, oh, I don't have time for that. Instead of taking that clue and letting that clue take you to other things. Life, creativity gives you clues. Decide to like try this out and try that out. And I can tell you from experience, again, girl, I'm that kind of person. Like, I have dabbed in so many things. I feel honestly that our potential is endless. So anything that is like, well, I want to try it, I can do that too. Like, I'm never like, oh my God,
I cannot do that.
I never tell myself that, because I know that anything I set my mind to, I can do. And that's also what she's telling you in this book. Like, everyone is creative. It's just by going with that clue, because that clue can open even bigger clues and show you things that you are good at. Like, you know, one clue can lead you to another thing and another thing and another thing, to just keep trying until you find that thing that really just lights up your life on fire. And you're like, this is what I love to do. Like, this is what creativity is about. And this is what this book basically did for me. It would just set my creativity like on fire and help me view it in such a beautiful, light way at the same time, just to like have fun with it and know that it's like a thing that you just kind of like enjoy and do. A 10 out of 10 for me. I absolutely love this book. It's gonna be one of those books where I can reread over and over to just kind of give me a little pep in my step again. And I think I'm gonna try doing that maybe every new year. Read this book to just freshen up myself every year and just stay in line with my goals. So this book is a 10 out of 10. Book that I don't have because my bestie let me borrow it, but I really want to talk about it because it was so good. So I'm gonna post a picture here. The book is November 9th by Colleen Hoover, and I loved that book. It was such a good read. First, I didn't know what to expect about the book, but girl, I ended up falling in love with Fallon. Like, she was just such a beautiful woman. Like, she was just such a beautiful girl inside and out. I really loved how strong she was despite things that she had gone through in her life that completely changed her life from one day to the next. She still took those things and she still came out swinging. She still continued to like follow dreams that she had within herself of like moving to another city, meeting new people, and also like standing up for herself when it came to like family and family boundaries.
Who's the guy in the book? Is it Ben?
I cannot remember the guy's name in the book right now, but I'll post their names here because my mind is kind of like all over the place. Like, but their story was just such a beautiful story. They meet once a year. Every November 9th, they meet and they allow themselves to kind of like catch up. Other than that, there's no communication between Alan and her lover boy. Like, no communication at all throughout the year. So the year flies by and they're both like, during that year, they're still living life, they're dating, they're doing their own thing, they're working, but every November 9th, they know that they're still gonna meet each other, and it's because like they got that love for each other, girl. And what was so crazy, just like all Colleen Hoover books, it's like the ending was just so mind-boggling, like how everyone is connected. And it's also on the, like all Colleen Hoover books, I feel like her books come with like deep meaning behind them. They come with a deep, heavy story. I felt like that was really sad and also very beautiful, how someone can go through something so dark and heavy in their life and come out being such a beautiful person, not letting like all the darkness for both characters in this book, to me, what they experienced, not letting all that darkness consume them and change who they are, and still live life with such beauty and like laughter and like love and just like that type of energy. I really loved. The light at the end of the tunnel, you can always have your happy ending, and that's definitely what this book gave me. I gave it a 5 out of 5. Such a good read, and I just felt like it was real and honest. I loved the inner dialogue. I loved his inner dialogue as he was falling in love with Fallon, the main character, as he was falling in love with her and like everything about her. He was so descriptive about how he felt about her, about how beautiful she was, not just on the outside but in the inside. And I love that because to me it's like there's so much more depth than behind just like your beauty. It's also like the beauty of your heart kind of coming through. So if you're that type of girl and you really love like happy endings over some crazy stuff, you have to read that book. I feel like you will really love it. I feel like it's definitely for me, because my last coho book, which I did a whole video on, which was It Start With Us, I feel like that one for me as a coho lover was kind of like, I was kind of like let down by it. With November 9th, like my love for her went right back up. And then now I'm doing my current read. This is my current read. It is Ugly Love. And I have been trying to get through this book for a while. I find myself like into it and then I kind of get and then I get into it again. It's just, I don't know. I honestly don't know why it's not grasping me. Like the story already is good. This book, it's like the main character, her name's Tate. The main character is Tate and Miles is the love interest, the guy she is falling for. I don't know honestly why I'm not like loving it. I guess it's just like I'm a lover girl, and this one is a little bit more like casual, kind of like friends with benefits, that ends up being more, as it always happens. Like I've heard this a million times, how a girl cannot just be friends with benefits with someone because they're gonna end up falling in love. And that's basically what this book is about and what is happening. but at the same time it like jumps back to 6 years ago in the male perspective. In Miles, like his story is always 6 years ago, like he's living in the past, like he's still low-key stuck in the past, and you see that by how he is living his current life now as he's like talking with Tate. Story is good, like the storyline, the plot I feel like is good. Like Miles is a pilot, Tate is a nurse. They both have very busy lives, but at the same time like they make time to see each other and hang out with each other, and it's like there's chemistry there that they can't deny, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that's good, but at the same time I'm just like, I want to talk about this book. It is Love Hypothesis, and girl, don't hate me, but I'm gonna give this book like a 3.5. Honestly, I really wanted to love this book. I feel like I saw it everywhere and everyone kept raving about the love in this book. Its book was kind of like the grouch that falls in love with like the really sweet girl type vibes, enemy to lovers but not really enemies, because this book is about Olive and Adam, and they are both scientists. She is like a scientist student, and then he is already like a PhD like doctor, so he oversees a lot of the students on campus. And this is kind of like where the enemy part is. It's like he's one of the most hated professors on campus because he's such a rude, mean jerk, kind of. So it's like that's where you kind of get the grouch, like he's kind of like on the grouchy side. And Olive is more sweet, fun, and light, and like playful, but she's also smart. She's researching pancreatic cancer, and I really like that they were kind of going with like she's a babe and she's smart vibe.
But this is where they kind of lost me.
I just didn't enjoy her lack of confidence. I didn't enjoy how she was so like naive to believe that a smart, successful man like Adam could even like love her or like could even give her the time of day. Kind of like all of a sudden all her confidence in herself when it came to him, like it went out the window. She was like, she couldn't believe that she was smart. She couldn't believe that she was pretty. Like, oh my God, I cannot believe that he likes me. Like, he would never like me like that. So it's like the whole book, he's constantly making moves on her, and they're having this chemistry. She's always like,
No, he don't like me. My research is dumb. Like, no, it's not good enough. Like, I'm not good enough. Like,
it was a lot of that, and I just cannot stand that type of narrative when it comes to women. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I'm more of the narrative of like build yourself up, you know, you're a queen, own it, you know. That's the kind of narrative I like. I love to read books about powerful women that know they look good and they know they are good, kind of like Evelyn Hugo. If you've never read that book, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, that is a vibe. That book is a vibe. So this one kind of, there was a lot of times where I was just like,
side eye.
it's like, girl, obviously you're smart. Like, you're getting all these offers left and right from Stanford, from Yale. Like, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're smart. This hot guy is doing a fake relationship with you because you're hot. Like, own it, you know? And I just didn't enjoy that narrative of her being so naive and her being so like insecure with herself and her work, that it made me kind of like lag on reading this because I didn't connect with that point of view, and I don't like to connect with that point of view. I'm all about love yourself, you go queen, you're smart, you're good looking, like no one can make you feel inferior type energy. So that was the only thing that I didn't like about this book. But once I really accepted that this guy really is into her and he likes her, it was like, girl, the spice was right. Like the spiciness, good. The chemistry that had always been there had been there. And all of a sudden she was like this like hot goddess that couldn't keep her hands off him. But it's like, girl, why was that energy like 90% of the book not there? You know what I'm saying? Like, that was just the only thing that kind of like annoyed me. But other than that, it was still a good read. I feel like it was kind of different. I never really read books like this that had to do like, oh, I'm a scientist and we're like at school, kind of like at a work school plot. Basically, that's where this book takes place. But it just wasn't a fave. Those are the books that I wanted to talk about, and I wanted to kind of just like let you girls know what I'm reading. I'm gonna try finishing up Ugly Love. And I also want to talk about my next self-help book because I'm still doing my Summer Fit Challenge, and I already finished one self-help book. So I want to go ahead and get another one. I have been inspired by Lexi. She was sharing this book called The 5-Second Rule. A while back, I was listening to a podcast, and the girl was talking about the 5-second rule. Basically, it's like you count down from 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anytime that you want to do something for yourself, but you just kind of lazy, or you're thinking about it, you're doubting it, like, and sometimes you just say, screw it. If you just count 5 from 5 to 1 down, your brain automatically shuts off all the other noise because you're concentrating on counting. So your brain kind of like shuts off all the can'ts, do's, and won'ts. And next thing you know, your feet aren't moving. It's moving the body, making the brain shut up. I think that's what that whole situation's about. And I'm about that, girl, because that's what I had to do today. Today was such a hard day to get up and go to the gym. I just was not feeling it. I'm on ovulation week. I think tomorrow's my last day on ovulation. And girl, I've been feeling it. It's always such a struggle for me to get up and go work out when I'm feeling like this, when I'm feeling down, when I'm ovulating. It's like a mini period with all the symptoms. And I was feeling it, girl. I was feeling it. But at the same time, I knew that I was like, girl, you're gonna feel worse if you don't get up and go to the gym. If you don't work out and give yourself that hour to yourself, you're gonna be more annoyed. You're not gonna have no patience. You're not gonna get nothing else done. And for me, it's like if I already stick to what I said I was gonna do as soon as I wake up, I'm way more productive towards the whole day because I stuck to everything I said I was gonna do. So it's like done, check, next, check, next, and like I keep going and I'm more productive. Like here I am filming, I got ready, I did my hair, like everything to be able to get this video to you, girl. And then after I'm done filming, I'm gonna sit down and start editing this video because that's next on my list. And it's like all because I was fighting myself this morning and I was like, shut, get out of bed in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's exactly what I did. But girls, I am done with this video. I hope you girls enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you girls next time. Bye.